Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Well, happening right now at 5, potential closure for a Rockford family as the suspect in a local murder now convicted of the crime. Tonight, the amount of time it took jurors to reach that verdict and the next time he'll appear in court. Then caught on camera. You gotta come to your screen and check this out. Police, the FBI, still nowhere in capturing 2 men who robbed a Beloit grocery store now months ago. The latest approach they hope will create a break in that case. And high school students using those building skills in a very unique competition. The reason the winners will not be limited to those participating. Good evening. Thanks for being with us tonight here. I'm Whitney Martin. So excited to be here because we are honoring some of the most amazing teachers right here in our community. We are talking about the Golden Apple Foundation. Mimi Murphy, Eric Wilson joining us live from the red carpet. They look absolutely wonderful. And you guys are celebrating some pretty amazing educators tonight.
We really are. We talked to one of them at 4 o'clock, one of those educators, and just listening to Matt Green talk, it's no surprise that he's one of the Golden Apple winners.
Absolutely.
This process started back at the beginning of the school year, weeded down to 20 finalists, and now we have our 5 winners tonight. And it's really, you already said it, Whitney, but it's exciting to be in the room tonight.
It is so exciting, and it's great to be back in person this year. This is the 25th annual banquet celebration, which is terrific because we have so many great educators in our area, and it's really wonderful to honor them and just to hear from them too, especially the recipients tonight that we will hear from. They'll all be giving speeches. It'll be fun to hear what they have to say.
And some of them are slowly coming in. In fact, I think all of our finalists are here, but a lot of their family members will be here too. There will be a lot of cheers in this room.
Some tears maybe too.
Lots of tears usually, depending on how their speeches go. And they will all tell you that they are representing, there's 5 of them and a principal, but they are representing other teachers throughout the entire area through Winnebago and Boone counties. And we'll hear some of their messages a little bit later on.
And coming up in just a bit, we'll be talking to the executive director, Jennifer Stark, so stay tuned for that.
A lot goes into this. Okay, we appreciate you guys being out there. We'll check in with you here in just a little bit. I do want to get to some headlines coming in right now. 5 years after a Rockford woman's murder, her family getting justice, a jury convicting Carl Defay of first-degree murder after a week of hearing testimony coming in from both sides. Our Nicole Legato giving us a look here. She was actually in that courtroom as they reached a decision.
That's right, Whitney. It's been a long time coming, actually. Today, after deliberating for 4 hours, the jury reached a verdict saying 33-year-old Carl Defay killed Samantha Swan back in 2017, then hid her body near his farm in Durham.
The jury find the defendant Carl Defay guilty of first-degree murder. The second verdict form reads, we the jury find the defendant Carl Defay guilty of concealment of a homicidal death.
Brain hurts. A number of people testified throughout the week, including Defay's wife, Courtney. She told the jury Defay brought back Swan to their house to have sex. As he was choking her with a belt, he heard a popping sound. Defay testified yesterday, trying to tell the jury he didn't kill Swan, claiming she died of a drug overdose. He did admit to helping hide Swan's body. The Winnebago County State's Attorney Office says the verdict means Samantha's family can finally get some closure.
This was finally delivered for Samantha. She didn't have a voice, but she did through the people who testified, and I really like to commend Courtney for her perseverance through this.
Why? Defay is due back in court next month. He faces up to 60 years for the murder of Samantha Swan. Whitney.
Thanks so much. I know you were in the courtroom that entire time. We will stay on that story for you. And do want to remind you, Defay currently serving prison time for domestic abuse. Both his ex-wife, his current wife, testifying that Defay beat them. Now, here at Eyewitness News, if you've been with us here, you know we are committed to helping survivors right here in our community. Is the #1 police call here in Rockford through our State Line Strong. So you can head to mystateline.com. We have a list of resources there, phone numbers you can call, things that you can do to help people who might be in a violent situation. Well, tonight the FBI offering $5,000 to anyone who helps them catch 2 people who robbed a Beloit grocery store. Come to your screen, take a look here. So these are surveillance photos of those 2 men. This happened back in January at Vera's Groceries over on Henry Avenue. Investigators saying the pair fired shots inside the store, then made out with cash from that register. Now, nobody was hurt. The FBI, though, now working with Beloit and Milwaukee police. Well, tonight, a Rockford nonprofit successfully sending supplies to Ukraine. We're going to get to that here in just a moment. But first, despite Russia's warning, the Biden administration now announcing it will send more than $1 billion of aid on its own. We're keeping you connected to the nation's capital tonight. That latest package includes ground weapons, unmanned aerial systems, and field equipment. That is all expected to be delivered this weekend. Russia warning the U.S. of, quote, unpredictable consequences if it continued to help Ukraine. President Biden saying the U.S. and NATO will not back down.
We will never fail in our determination to defend freedom and oppose tyranny.
President saying that he is unsure how much longer that conflict will continue. He expects to send even more supplies in the coming weeks. And speaking of those supplies, right here in Rockford, a charity, Kids Around the World, sending some of relief of its own to our sister city in Bavaria in Ukraine. So here you're looking at all of that coming in. There's actually a semi as well filled with food that's being distributed. The city now working with Kids Around the World and the Bavaria Relief Fund. The mayor saying he is in constant contact there as well.
We just want to make sure what we provide our sister city is exactly what they need. So they're working on putting together a new list for us, and then we will help fulfill what we can.
Amazing, too, to see those supplies finally reaching that destination. The two nonprofits have sent more than 250,000 meals, medical supplies, and cash to that area. Well, right here at home, Rockford nonprofit businesses, city working together, making sure kids have something to do this summer. We know it's hard. They're out of school, back in our homes. So this is the Leadership Council going to hold a summer youth program fair, whether it's sports, maybe it's dance, some of the younger kids. There's also mentorships for some of the older ones. Organizers promise something for pretty much everyone, saying there's plenty of summer opportunities that can involve families as well. You just got to know about it.
We want to make sure families are aware of some of the great things that we can plug into to learn some skills, to get some enrichment, to have fun, to sharpen our education opportunities.
Well, the fair happens next Saturday at the Kilburn Avenue Boys and Girls Club. We have a list of businesses and organizations. Check out mystateline.com. Well, some handy students now getting involved in our community right now. It is all a part of the technology, engineering, and educational regional competition. 6 high schools competing across 4 divisions. So there's automotive, cabinetry, engineering, welding too. Judges from these fields are going to score the final products. Winnebago High School team is building a table that'll go to Habitat for Humanity. One student telling us no matter what happens, he'll still feel like a winner.
To be able to put us out not only into the workforce, but to feel like we are able to help other people, help throughout the community, throughout neighborhoods that need it. It feels really amazing on the inside.
Now, we have posted the winners in each division. You can see all of that on our website. Well, next here on Eyewitness News, we're going to take it back live to the red carpet tonight, celebrating those Golden Apple winners right here in our community. Eric and Mimi giving us an inside look at really what it takes to become that official winner.
And our temperatures today have remained in the 50s with lots of rain showers and a couple rumbles of thunder. Some big changes are in store again tomorrow. All the details coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Thanks for being with us. 5 state line teachers putting in the work in the classroom, and tonight they get their chance to really shine in the spotlight. Want to go with Mimi Murphy, Eric Wilson right now live from the red carpet, joining us with more on that celebration.
The red carpet here is at Prairie Street Brewhouse, downtown Rockford, and the room already feels exciting. It's kind of like,
it does.
It's the room where it happens. I can't escape a Hamilton reference, sorry. But it's an exciting night.
It's a very exciting night, and one of the greatest things about it is we're all here together in person, which is a new thing this year. Joining us now to tell us more about tonight's exciting event is Golden Apple Foundation Executive Director Jennifer Stark. Jennifer, how excited are you to be back in person for this year's celebration?
I am so excited for this party to celebrate educators tonight. We've been waiting a couple years for this, and we couldn't be more excited to celebrate them.
We've mentioned this more than once already, that there are 5 teachers here and a principal acknowledged, but they really represent dozens of teachers throughout Boone and Winnebago counties, right?
Absolutely. We want to recognize all teachers who have had some very challenging the last 3 years, and we want to recognize their dedication and their excellence too. This really is for all teachers.
You know, and listening to some of the teachers when they were surprised when they got their Golden Apple, I think all of them said, this is for the whole staff, this is for our whole school and for all of our students. How important is that?
That is so important, and they always talk about how it really is a team. It's everyone in that building working together to meet the needs of those students, and there's been a lot of needs, a lot for them to rise to the occasion too, and they really have, so yes.
And we've briefly touched on this as well, that it's just kind of a long process. It starts at the beginning of the school year, and there are dozens of teachers who get nominated. It's weeded down to 20, and then our 5 winners tonight. How tough is that process, not just for the teachers, but for the selectors?
Absolutely. So it's a 7-month process that starts with a nomination, and we actually had over 1,000 nominations this year.
That's unbelievable.
Amazing. So everybody wanted to recognize their teacher, which is wonderful. So yes, and then they write a portfolio, and they go through an extensive interview observation process, and we pare it down to 20 that we call finalists, 20 teachers, and then somehow, some way, we then give out 5 Golden Apples after the 7 months.
And you've got a lot of volunteers that help with this process.
We do. We are blessed with hundreds of volunteers who help to observe the teachers in the classroom, interview, and they love to be a special part and in that decision-making part of the process too.
Many of them will be here tonight and be part of the celebration as well. We're excited to be a part of it. We want to thank you for letting us do that, Jen. We've known each other for a long time. We've all really, the 3 of us have known each other for a very long time. And it's exciting to be here. And like you said, it's exciting to be back here all together.
It is, and we love partnering with WTVO and with both of you, and we're so excited. So thank you.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
Whitney, back to you.
All right, we'll check back in with you guys here in just a little bit. Well, meantime, a very wet, windy week ahead here. Temperatures just feeling like a roller coaster. The best chance to head outside. It's next.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, we have been dealing with these rain showers throughout the morning and into this afternoon and now into the evening, but we have seen quite a bit of a break from those showers. We are still seeing some of those developing, especially off to the west, some of those isolated showers beginning to work their way in. Those will be a lot more scattered in nature than what we had earlier today, but we still could have a few more sprinkles and light showers throughout the afternoon and into this evening. Our SkyTrack camera out there showing those gloomier conditions still this evening down in Rochelle, where they have received quite a bit of rainfall here this afternoon and from this morning. We are seeing this warm front lifting slowly to the north. Look at the temperature difference between Chicago and Springfield. 32-degree temperature difference because of that warm front. As that warm front lifts further north, that'll bring our temperatures into the 60s overnight tonight and into the 80s tomorrow. Our temperatures locally still are quite warm, 55 in Rockford, 52 in Janesville, 52 in Freeport, 56 in Sterling. Again, as that warm front lifts, those temperatures will continue to rise through the night tonight. So let's check in with a couple of our weather watchers here. Bob reporting a temperature of 60 degrees, a dew point of 46, as well as nearly an inch of rainfall. Our other weather watcher, Ben, up in South Beloit, 50 degrees, as well as nearly an inch of rainfall as well. And our other weather watcher, Mike, 2.5 inches of rainfall as well as a temperature of 52 degrees. So definitely some soaking rainfall earlier today that we have seen, and some of those other areas across the state line, including the Rockford Airport, recording just over an inch of rainfall. Through the night tonight, though, rain chances will continue to diminish. Our temperatures only get down into the upper 50s, 59 degrees officially for our low. We're back up into the low 80s for tomorrow for the first time since October, so quite a ways since we have had those warmer temperatures. We are seeing those winds continue to increase, gusting up to 40 or 45 miles per hour tomorrow with that as well. The scattered showers here tonight remain, but we do move those out as that warm front continues to lift north. Our temperatures up into the 70s and 80s for tomorrow. Some more rain chances do return with a cold front coming through there on Sunday. Our 7-day forecast continues to remain warm, at least for the front part of the week, 82 for Saturday. Some more rain chances come through on Sunday, 67 degrees. Then we turn our eyes toward the back half of the week. We're down into the 50s. 55 degrees for Thursday. Whitney, our temperatures do a little bit of an up and down as that roller coaster you were mentioning before. We're up into the 80s for the weekend, but then we're back down into the 50s into next week.
Yeah, this is just normal, right? We're in the Midwest. Well, next year we're going to check in. The Bulls trying to gain the upper hand for the playoff series with the Bucks stands ahead of tonight's game. And speaking of the playoffs, the Ice Hogs magic number, it's still 1. Their next chance to pick up that win.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
We shall see in a couple hours if the Bulls can pick up where they left off Wednesday night in their playoff series against the Bucks. They stole the momentum and the home court advantage with that win. So with the series tied at 1, they will play Game 3 tonight, this time at the United Center. And the formula that worked so well for the Bulls Wednesday was great defense, spearheaded by Alex Caruso, and a great offensive night by DeMar DeRozan. The guys are looking forward to having the crowd in their corner for once.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm guessing it's going to be loud. I haven't played in the United Center, during the playoffs, so, first experience for me. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go out there and put a show on for them.
We can't take a deep breath and thinking that we're at home. There's so much an incredible level of focus when you go on the road, and especially playing in a hostile environment like Milwaukee, and they've won a world championship, and as good as they've been for so long, you can't just come back here and think, okay, we can just relax.
Again, the Bucks will be without Chris Middleton tonight and for the rest of the series because of his sprained knee. You can see tonight's game, right here on WTVO. The coverage will start at 7:30. The Ice Hogs will not play tonight, but they can still clinch playoff berth. Two things have to happen. Grand Rapids and Texas both need to lose their games. Grand Rapids will play Chicago, Texas will play Iowa. If those two things don't happen, no problem. The Ice Hogs will try to handle matters themselves tomorrow night when they host the Manitoba Moose. Even though the guys still have 5 regular season games left, plenty of time to clinch this playoff berth, they want to get it in the bag right away and check it off their list.
We're excited to get back out there, and we got a hungry group, and we want to get it done as soon as possible.
We have 5 games left, and I think the way we've been playing the past 5 or 6 games, I think we'll be able to get a couple wins here and have a strong push in the playoffs.
Both the White Sox and the Cubs will be in action tonight if the rain doesn't interfere. The White Sox from Minnesota, the Cubs will host the Pirates. It is time to race again at the Rockford Speedway. A new year begins tomorrow night with the Spring Classic. The main event will be an 88-lap feature race in the Big 8 Late Model Series. Mid-Ams and Bandits will also race. Top drivers entered in the Big 8 event include John Reynolds Jr., Mike Byer, Austin Nason, and Max Kaler. Racing will begin at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. That's sports. We'll be right back.
I'm looking forward to this weekend here. Those 80s, this is a big deal.
Right, definitely the first time we've been in the 80s since October 9th. So it's been a really long time since we've seen temperatures this warm. We are still dealing with some rain showers that'll move through later on this evening. Some scattered showers throughout the night tonight. They're on our First Warning Interactive Radar from Rockford Auto Glass and more. But then through the rest of the weekend, we are warming up into the 80s with a couple of isolated chances for some thunderstorms developing throughout the day. But the good majority of us will actually end up staying sunny and dry for the day. We do have some rain chances then that return for the day on Sunday. Temperatures back down into the 60s with a cold front that comes through. That cold front does bring our temperatures for the middle of the week back down into the 50s with another chance for some rain showers coming back again on Thursday.
Well, there you go. Live from the red carpet tonight at 6. We'll see you then.